I'm just pressing record, man. Okay,
It's
that's all.
fine.
Fine.
Fine. It's
I
fine.
it's recording. Okay, I'm just saying.
It's fine. It's fine.
Fine. Fuck.
We're just we're just contemplating. We're contemplating some bad news. That's all.
See, this
All
is
right.
yeah. You know, I think the last bad news I had was I don't know 20 minutes ago. So I mean,
That's the
so
last.
this is the way the roller coaster goes
Yeah.
in election years, right? And so we're always honest, we're authentic, we're transparent about the ups and the downs. Um, so this podcast we're going to start with some truth about not everything always goes the way we want, and then
Right.
we're gonna have some laughs because that's what you got to do when you
Right.
hit these low marks. So
Yes. This is the official CP3D series of the with CP podcast.
part of the
And
organization, Common Power. Okay.
part of the broader organization, Common Power, and the larger community, Common Power affiliates. We're here with concerned citizen David Domke and uh, news aficionado. Uh, David, we just got some bad news, sir.
You're the executive director. You have to deliver the bad news. All right.
Oh, yeah,
It's July. It's
that's
August
good.
5th. Like that. That's like part of your contract, man. All right. I
That's
think.
good. Okay, let me sit. Let me put my bad news. Let me have to get my bad news position here. Let me sit. Like, here we go. Hi, come in. Come into my office.
Really? Do I have to?
So you did a really good job. You put your effort into it. Uh you knocked on thousands of doors, and
Yeah. Yeah.
we didn't get the win. Didn't get the win in Phoenix. And we didn't get it by a razor thin margin. And I just want you to know that it's one loss. And it doesn't mean you didn't try hard. And it doesn't mean we can't win again. So I need you to get back out there to the next state, because there are 50 states in this country and we can win another one. Let's go.
That was a little fast. It was a little
I know I
fast.
did. I
Okay.
know. I didn't let you process the
You didn't give me
information.
much time to dwell. Okay.
I didn't. So we just got the 6:30 p.m. drop of the race in Phoenix for Ruben Gallego's old seat. And
the
it looks
Arizona
like
third congressional
Arizona
district.
third. Thank you. And it looks like our candidate that we backed, Raquel Turan, is going to lose by 42 votes. Ben is texting me and telling me it's not called yet, man. So
Not until there's a recount. Absolutely. It's not
there's going to be
over.
a recount.
Don't be
Right.
so quick to call it. Okay, man. Don't be so quick to call it.
That's good. That's really good. Right before recording, I said that to David, and he was like, "I don't know, man. They're going to recounts like this probably don't they don't have a different result on the other side."
But there was one in Washington State when our governor in
Christine
2004, Christine
Gregoire.
Gregoire, went into the recount losing and came out victorious. Yep.
That's right, and she went by 100 and something votes, right?
Yep.
Which is a reminder for those of us in Washington State to vote. You've got to vote. You got to vote
Tomorrow is our
tomorrow.
primary. Yeah.
Drop your ballot in the drop box. Okay. Um. Yeah. I mean, we're going to come back to this. There's going to be a recount. Also, Arizona is a very important state in this election. Huge Senate race. Actually, Senate race, House races, U.S. Senate, U.S. House, important for the presidential, debatable, and then state ledge races. So we're gonna be back. So we're gonna talk about Arizona again.
And my perspective, and this is for the Democratic primary, and so
Yeah.
we didn't lose the general election. The candidate who's going to win this, whether it's Tehran or Ansari, who is her opponent, they're going to win the general election because it's a pretty safe Democratic seat. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
But the candidate we had worked for, and we did a lot of work. right? How many trips did we make?
Three trips. That was about half dozen people apiece, at least. Yeah.
And I think that we're both of the mind that if we just always win, then we haven't reached far enough for the
Right. Right.
challenging races. Okay.
Right. And this is, I mean, 42 votes is that's the definition of a challenging race. Without us there, we don't. She doesn't get as close. So it was an uphill fight for her, anyways. And the reason why we chose to get involved in that race, and I know some folks were questioning why we did, is because the belief was that Tehran would bring Latino voters to support Democrats in Arizona. So she would get out the vote, not just in her district, but um, statewide to some degree for statewide races.
Yeah,
So
her district, as I understand, is 63% Latino. All right.
mhm.
Uh, and the person who she's lost to, who we didn't support, is a self-funded and also funded by crypto billionaires. So
Yeah,
there's some things, even though they share a lot of the same positions, there's some pieces that didn't really sit well with us. Didn't really
right.
sit well. Um, so, but on election night, and I talked about this on the podcast a couple of days ago. On election night, the difference was well over 1,000 votes. Okay,
Hmm.
but the ballots kept getting counted and counted and counted, which is what's going to happen in the election this fall.
Oh
All right,
yeah,
in Arizona, in California, and in Oregon, and there's a lot of states where the ballot counting goes on for a long time. Um, we just have to hang in there and hang in there. And it will go now to an automatic recount in
Pennsylvania is one
Arizona,
of those states.
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania, like huge, long counting times and recount times. Yeah,
Yeah.
and there'll be court challenges and all that. It's going to be a slog. Okay, all right. So Arizona's tough. I think we're going to have more to say about that race specifically and what it means for future elections in Arizona. But for right now, it's looking like a tough loss there. Um, so we got to start with that.
Yeah. We happen every day. Maricopa County, which is the largest county in Arizona, about 70% of the entire population in Arizona lives within Maricopa, which is the metropolitan Phoenix area. Every evening at about 5 to 6 o'clock at night, Maricopa releases their ballot updates. And so we've been monitoring this, and we've been talking to the person who was running the campaign for Raquel Tehran. And we mobilized as volunteers to help try to chase some of these ballots that had to be cured. That is, the signatures had to be corrected.
Yeah.
So, we certainly have given it our all, but that heartbreak, that pain that we know that those folks on the ground there feel is part of the reality of the journey of common power. I know we're going to move on to some fun stuff here, but I do want to just stay on this point for a second. It was in 2021 when you and a whole bunch of people were there on election night in Virginia. All right.
Yeah.
In election night with our partner, our great partners, New Virginia Majority in Virginia, when the Democrats lost control of the House of Representatives in Virginia and lost the governorship. All right.
Yep.
And man, that was hard, right? That was
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah. That was tough. And but they're warriors out there. People on our side in these swing states, they teach us how to lose well. In a place like Seattle, where we're not used to losses that like take our rights away kind of thing. These massive things that could change our lifestyles in a single night. But we learn how to be resilient from them, how to be reminded about focusing on the next fight, how to not let a single loss drag you down, because there are people who are ready to quit right after a loss like this, and there are people who have left Common Power actually
Oh
after some
yeah.
of those losses, and it has taken them years to come back because some of those losses were too hard, or just this political thing is too hard for some folks. But those relationships in Virginia are how we got the relationship in Arizona. The reason why we show up for Raquel and know that that's a place that that could use our help is because of Liz Luna, who we met in Virginia, and she was all known from an organization in Arizona. So we talk a lot about that, about how we get to these relationships and how we end up connected to some of these races. And it's good people who know our good work and know of a place that needs to be directed towards. Okay. All right. I'm that's enough, man. That's enough Arizona stuff for now. When you called me, you said, or when I called you, you said that you promised we'd have a VP pick tonight. Okay. You said, I promise that it's gonna be, we're gonna have a VP pick by tonight. So now we're disappointed by that. You said we were going to win in Arizona. No,
exactly. We're totally making things up. Both you and me. We're making things up as we go. Yeah, I remember when you. Let's see here.
So you got a new update?
I'm just taking a look.
Okay.
Taking a look, man, because you just don't know.
What?
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
This is a TikTok on Kamala Harris's page. So who she's going to pick as a VP? That's the question.
You're watching TikTok now for your news? Have you exhausted? You've read through Twitter completely, and now you're on the TikTok.
Well, look,
man, lost David.
News finds me is my new motto. Okay, news finds
good.
Me. Okay,
yes. That's good. That's good.
By the way, come on, we've definitely moved into the humor stage. How about Robert Kennedy Jr.? Okay, how about this dude? All right.
What about him? I don't know. I don't know the news.
You don't know the story from yesterday about the bear cub in Central Park?
What is it? I don't know. Okay, Larcy's giving me the.
Come on, Larcy.
Come here. Come here. Tell the story. Here we go. Tell the story. Okay, what's the story?
So there's a video. Oh, God. Well, that would have been the podcast.
Okay, what is it? What happened?
So there's video that shows him admitting that he staged like a death of a bear in Central Park or something like that, right?
What?
Where
no, the bear was killed, and he decided to dump it in Central Park.
In Central Park, to make it seem like a bicyclist had like ran it over or killed it or something. So
yes,
to just anyway, yes. And there's video of him admitting this.
Because New York Magazine or New Yorker was going to write this story. So he's like, I got to get this out on my own terms. I got to say this. So he admits that he did it. Okay. He admits that he did it. That again, he killed a bear cub, don't know the details on this, drove it to Central Park, dumped it in Central Park, took a bike, put the bike there so that some bicyclist supposedly rode along, hit the bear, even though the bear had been stabbed, and then left it there. Okay, this is Robert Kennedy Jr. Okay, so there's the ultimate memes going around now about like how he supposedly was there in all these terrible moments that we never knew about. Okay.
And it was him.
It was him all along.
Leave it up to a Kennedy to be the cause of conspiracies. Oh my gosh.
And in one of the
thank you.
Okay.
No, thank you for that. I appreciate that.
I'm gonna go back to cooking dinner.
The Gen Zers keep Larcy up to date on this stuff, okay?
Oh, absolutely. Every week when we do civic highlights, is always some news that they're getting from TikTok, which I think is great. And then we just have a conversation about it. And then after session, I'm like, is this thing really true? Like, what's going on here? But yeah, I get most of the news from them when it comes to like the most weirdest things out there.
So wait, I'm not done with this story yet.
You are so cool.
No, it's borrowed coolness.
Actually, oh no. You leverage the borrowed coolness. I used that for years as a professor for my kids. I would until I would overreach. Okay, I'd overreach, and that would give me trouble. But here's the greatest Twitter moment of my entire life on Twitter. Gosh. After Robert Kennedy announces this yesterday, this dude on Twitter pulls up a tweet that he made in 2014 where he said, "What the hell's going on? There's a bear cub found dead in Central Park. What's the story here?" And so he pulls it up and he goes, I guess I got my answer now. All right.
Oh, yes.
Oh my gosh.
So we just have to wait long enough
That's right.
for these other stories to just kind of like reconfirm themselves. Is that what you're saying too? So in like another decade or so, some of these.
Exactly. Yeah,
All
and so
right.
what's serious about this is that Kennedy is dropping and dropping and dropping big time in the polls. All right. And he's gotten to the point where he's clearly hurting Donald Trump now. Very
Oh,
clearly
yeah.
hurting Donald Trump.
Because the only people holding on are the people who are Trump voters.
Exactly.
Because they love weird people. And Kennedy apparently is out weirding Donald Trump. I killed a bear cub already is like, what the hell? Why would you, what? Why would you even get close to one? Why would you decide to murder one? And then now you have this other thing that you're going to involve it in that is a plot anyways, can we get back to
I
regular
know.
politics?
Well, I just want to also say Kyra had put something on the random in Slack about Arizona Republicans starting to distance themselves
Yes.
from the
Yes.
Trump Trump arm of their party. And like now they're starting to really admit how this is not good for them. And
Yeah.
so the factions and the cracks are definitely cracking more. So yeah, so that's that's what I love about Action Academy is that they are on top of it. And some of the news, I get the breaking news from them. And then I go look it up and say, what is this about? Or they just send each other information and then we share the information with each other. But she just posted that, like while we're sitting here talking about it. So
Yeah, that reminds me. Thank you, Larson.
okay, anyway,
Okay.
let me go back.
That reminds me, we need to do a story about how the biggest tell of why Donald Trump is going to lose. The biggest tell of Donald Trump losing this election is the distance that Republicans are making. Fox News, especially with him. But that's another segment. We were promised, okay, we had some bad news in the beginning, and then this segue into a bear cub that was murdered by this third-party candidate, which is like, I'm still like, as I'm saying it, I'm like, this is really strange. So he's done. But you told me there was something funny here because the bear cub thing is not funny. I'm actually kind of sad about that.
Okay.
Where's my funny stuff, man?
So tonight, you know how many nights there have been these fundraisers for Kamala Harris, like started out with Black Women Win for Kamala and moved on from there.
Yep.
Tonight, and they've kind of gone through a lot of the like identity characteristics, and they've moved on to professional kind of identities now. All right.
Okay.
So tonight there was a comics for Kamala. Okay.
Comics. Okay.
Yeah. Funny
Comedians.
people.
Oh, they don't call them comedians. They call them comics.
I don't know. I didn't choose the title. Okay, man.
Okay.
Okay. Can we not like unpack people's identities here, Donald? Okay, Donald. All right.
I thought you knew everything, David. That's why people watch your stuff.
Apparently,
when a
they
video
were called...
or something comes up on YouTube or you send it a thing, they don't even read it. Just look for the link and they click because they're like, whatever David is talking about, he's gonna know about it. If you're like, I'm gonna tell you about old cars, they'd be like, yeah, David probably knows about old cars. So
maybe it was comedians before, but now it's comics. Okay, I'm just saying. All right,
now that's the proper name. Okay, so anyways, okay, so they're being funny.
Nick Offerman,
got it,
who was a star on the long-running NBC popular TV show Parks and Recreation.
Yes,
Nick Offerman was he was like the boss of the office, and he was tough and stern, but a really good dude on the inside. All right. Yeah. So he wrote a song for Comics for Kamala tonight that I really feel like is worthy. It's worthy of this podcast.
You're gonna pull it up.
I am.
Okay. This is I just as because we're telling people about how these things go down now. I just want you to know this entire podcast was built around David finding this clip.
Look, this is not uncommon, actually. Okay, it's that
starts with a clip. Okay.
Well, wait. Seriously on that point, man. On that point, Ava DuVernay, the producer and director of many things, including Selma, said that the movie Selma started with the song that Common and John Legend wrote. Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that she basically wrote a movie to fit the song. All right.
Okay. All right. So what you're saying is that David Domke is just like Ava DuVernay. Okay. All right. We'll see if we
I
buy
didn't
that.
say that, but if you want to draw that connection, that's fine. Okay. First of all, check out this dude, Nick Offerman.
Look,
Look
what
at
is his what is the mutton chops? I love that.
I mean,
He is a comic, you're right.
that hair, man. Look at that hair too. All right. Oh my gosh.
You could probably grow some mutton chops like that.
Oh my serious, not a chance. Here we go.
Okay, show me what do you got?
Ready?
Because I
Yes.
think there are going to be a lot of Republicans who, for obvious reasons, are Kamala curious that are going to be tuning in.
Oh,
And
this
so
is
I've
true.
written a song for the evening from the point of view of one of these Republicans that might have once been blind, but now can see a way clear to decency. When he mocked the disabled and war heroes, I looked the other way. He said to march on the Capitol, well, if the president says it's okay. And I don't mind sex with porn stars, I'd do it too if I had the guts. But when it comes to fucking the furniture, well, that's just fucking nuts. So I'm proud to be a Kamala man who has quit the GOP. Cause I just can't abide a man who's tried for 34 felonies. And it's time to stand up and face the fact that the men that I once cheered are a bunch of wingnut white nationalists. Well, those guys are fucking weird.
That's so good.
Well, I bought me a Trump Bible, cause like me, he's a man of God. But when he rants about sharks and batteries, I find that doddering old man kind of odd. And while I'm no theologian, I thought it rather queer when they said that God let that fireman die, but only nicked Don's precious ear. So I'm proud to be on Kamala's side, where I know I'll never see some spray tan tool denying a girl her ethnic identity. And J.D. Vance looks like a baby's butt underneath that creepy beard. So I say it loud and I sing it proud. Those guys are fucking weird.
I love that.
From Wisconsin to Pennsylvania.
He's got 3 verses?
Yeah.
From Georgia to AZ, Michigan and Nevada, they'll all swing with our diversity.
This is our song,
'Cause
man.
Kamala's got momentum, and more importantly, she didn't hide any nuclear secrets where the Mar-a-Lago's pee. That's why I'm proud to be a Kamala man. She's a POTUS that you could hug. And if he was here, I'd like to crack a beer with future first husband Doug, 'cause they stand for hope and unity and the families we hold dear. That Trump and Vance, they ain't got a chance. Those guys are fucking weird.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Talking, but it's great because I think there
Wait.
are going to be a lot.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Okay. Wow. He's actually really good songwriter, first of all.
Well, just so it's clear, everybody, it's set to the melody of.
Oh, you better not. Are you explain that?
Oh, yeah, man, you don't know, and people might not know. Okay.
Go ahead, say it.
Of Lee Greenwood's song "God Bless the
That's the
USA,"
USA.
which
Yes.
every Republican claims as their song. Okay.
Yes.
I'm a teacher,
Okay,
man.
some
I want to
people,
make sure people get this stuff.
some people are
Okay.
gonna feel insulted by that. They're gonna be like, "Wow, David didn't think that I knew that." What do you think? What do you think? I'm a Gen Zer? Uh, okay, that was really good. That was really good, and but it was long. It was too long to be good for younger people. Let me just say
Oh,
that.
okay.
Maybe you can clip out some things. And also, it's too slow to be our song. Okay, it's too slow to be our song. This is I want to play for you something,
Oh, okay. All
and
right.
this is what I actually thought that you were gonna play, and everyone can look this up, or we can end with this. Maybe we'll end with this. Do you have some more comic stuff you'd like to talk about? Huh? You're muted.
See, yeah, I hit the mute by accident on my awesome microphone. My favorite line in the song is that JD Vance looks like the butt of a child. All right.
With a beard over the top.
Yeah. No, I think I'm good. I think I'm ready for like whatever you think I was gonna
This is what
bring.
I thought you're gonna play, okay? And this might actually this is way more catchy than yours.
Okay, we didn't need to compare. That's fine.
Oh no,
Okay.
we have to because we're in this competition of who's cooler and more knowledgeable about hip things. Here you go, everybody. Ready?
So this is really who Donald Trump chose as his running mate? That could be.
I'm a never Trump. I'm a never Trump guy. I'm a never Trump guy. I'm a never Trump. I'm a never Trump.
Come on, man. Huh?
I'm a never Trump. I'm a never Trump. Never. Never.
This is viral.
So all he's saying the whole time is I'm a never Trump guy. I'm a never Trump guy. I'm a never
Okay.
Trump.
I'm a never Trump.
So this on TikTok, the kids are making dances to this song. Okay. This is going viral on TikTok. They're making dances to this. I'm sorry. This is old. This is 9 days ago. Okay. This is last week. Look it up. It's hot. It's super hot. I thought this is what you're gonna show me, man.
Well, you see, I'm from more of a storytell. Okay, I'm more of a
Okay.
storytell, and that's what Nick Offerman offered was a story. Okay,
You're right. You're right.
Your attention span, you and everybody under the age of 42,
That's right. That's
is
right.
got like you're like, oh, it's got to be TikTok, 20 seconds or shorter, right?
That's right.
Okay,
That's right. That's why even the bear cub thing was too long of a it was too long. It was too long of a story. Okay. All right. So we're on VP watch.
we are. I've been looking.
Okay.
Not yet.
Okay, we're on VP watch. We may have to do a surprise. If they announce tonight, we're getting back on.
Okay,
Okay,
deal.
100%. If they announce for tonight, we're getting back on. And we're gonna bring Puya with us if he's available. What else are we waiting for? We're waiting for some more news to drop on some internal CP stuff. Okay. And partnership with national organization type thing. Okay,
Yes.
that's coming.
Well, yeah, Harris will start they're going to swing state campaign starting tomorrow to Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, Michigan, Arizona, Nevada, and then they were going to hit North Carolina, but there's bad storm going on down there, so they're going to come back to that and Atlanta and come back to Georgia too. So I think we're going to have some reactions to the VP and to the kind of the way in which they fill these places up in the energy builds. It is the case, factually the case today, that in this country, Kamala Harris is leading in the polls. Harris has the lead, right?
Yes. She's just going to continue whooping his tail. Okay. Until they're not going to get their legs under them until I want to say mid-September, late September, something like that. When maybe the first like few attacks they have on her are going to start to land. Maybe the VP has got some weaknesses, right? This is the shortest time frame for vetting a VP ever, and it like not ever modern political history. Usually it's months. So yeah, maybe the VP's got some stuff they don't know about. So there's going to be some, maybe
So
there's
what-
some negative for her there.
Right, this is gonna come out to people around 7:45 Pacific time tonight. We're gonna get a podcast out by noon tomorrow about the VP, okay?
Oh, you
Yeah,
got
yeah.
okay.
Get one out.
All right.
Yeah, because they're gonna find out right off the bat tomorrow morning.
Okay, but again, man, we're gonna record it as soon as we hear the news.
Okay.
You got to get all that extra energy that you don't have, and you got to give it to the people.
Okay, fair.
All right.
Fair.
Okay, so let's end this one now, so we could save some of that.
Okay, because I'm a never Trumper, never Trumper. I'm a never Trump. I'm a never
I'm
Trump.
a never
Never
Trump
Trump
guy.
I'm a never Trump.
guy.
I'm a Kamala man. I'm a Kamala man.
That's
All right.
good. There you go. That's good, man. That's good. You're getting really good at this multimedia thing, man. You're getting.
How about that backdrop, huh?
I like that, man. It looks really respectable. It's respectable. Looks like a Dr. David Donkey backdrop.
It does. I've been, I'm trying to up my game because I see Dr. Terry Scott and you have this fancy painting behind you now and everything. Okay.
I know, and I'm like matching the colors and everything today. This is it's pretty extreme. No, it's good, man. It's good. Okay, all right.
All right, CP.
We'll
we're
see
out.
everybody soon.
See
You're
ya.
gonna do this. Wait. See, this is what happens when you don't do when you do the podcast without me, you don't do the full beginning and ending. Let's see the outro, man.
Okay. We're out. CP,
We're out. That's right. That's what I'm talking about.
Because I'm proud to be.